Welcome to the presidential palace. Doesn't it just look amazing? A total dream. I've come to the evening big show, which starts at 7:15 in about an hour's time, so I've got some time to wander around the gardens. As you can see, it's early evening, sun is setting, particularly magnificent light. I'll have to come back here as well to see the full palace tour, but I'm pleased to be here at sunset because it just looks extraordinary. By the way, the price for entry in the evening is 25 dirham, which is around about, what, I think £5.50. And frankly, even without the show, particularly with light like this, it's worth the entry fee alone. This is spectacular, I'm telling you. Every angle reveals a different perspective and even a different colour. It's getting just a touch darker every minute. I just love the colours, the reflections in the marble floor as well. Extraordinary chandeliers. What an imposing entrance. There really aren't many presidential palaces in the world that you can get this close to, are there? I suppose you can go to the White House, can't you? And beautiful as that is, it's nothing like the scale of this. Sorry, President Trump. Well, no doubt he'll build something new. After all, he is into construction. Was quite undeniably a very strong audio-visual statement about how the presidential palace sees both itself and the modern UAE. Be careful on the steps here. We're now heading back to the buses as they want to get abandoned here. But I have to come back tomorrow to see more and continue this vlog. Here we are at the main entrance to the Al Watan Palace, the presidential palace of the United Arab Emirates here in Abu Dhabi. What a stunning floral tribute with the presidential coat of arms in the middle of the roundabout. And of course a truck to come and support the picture. Well, this clearly isn't the tourist entrance. No, I think that's over here. A little walk here on the right. At the visitors reception, I had no queue at all, and we're around about 12:24 in the afternoon. It costs 75 AED, so that's what, round about, I think, £16-17 for entry, but I'm sure it's going to be well worth it. If you just come to the evening light display, that's 25 dirham, which is, I think, around about just a little bit over £5. I will tell you confidentially that I was given a discount, I think a residence discount. It must be my lovely smile. What do you think? Having seen the evening show, which was spectacular, I just can't wait to see what the palace looks like inside. This really is a wonder of the modern world, in my very humble opinion. I'm fortunate enough to meet the lovely Nena from the Netherlands, who is a yoga expert and making some content here herself. What's your impression of this palace and what's your objective today?
It's amazing, it's beautiful, like the white colors and every detail. I'm really into art, so it's beautiful to see it and I'm very grateful, yes.
But you're not just doing a standard visit, are you? You're doing something very special today.
Today I'm making yoga content around the palace, so yeah, I'm very excited.
Inside the building?
Inside and outside, yes.
And do you think they'll let you?
Let's see what happens.
I'd love to find out. Would you
Yeah.
like to tell my audience where to find your content?
You can find my content on Instagram, Dream with Nena.
Dream with Naina.
Dream with
What
Nena.
a beautiful name. And for me, it's very appropriate because this is a place of dreams. I feel like it's the 1001 Arabian Nights.
Yes.
With Naina.
Yes. It looks like a fairy tale.
This is the second time I've been here now, and I just cannot get over the dreamlike quality of the place. Now, this is totally different, even though it's next door and although it has lots of domes, to the Emirates Palace. I mean, architecturally, it's around about 12 years later, but this obviously isn't sand coloured like the Emirates Palace. It's so light, it's just takes your breath away. And on a day to day that's not too hot, although it's certainly warm, with a perfect blue sky, you couldn't have a better backdrop. The scale is just epic. This is a spectacular entrance. Let's go make our way inside. Here we go. Wow. Amazing. Hello. This is completely crazy. Overwhelming. I'm only in the vestibule. Don't know if it's really called a vestibule, I doubt it. This is the room for press briefings. I think when they built one at Downing Street under Boris Johnson, they didn't have quite as much money to spend or as much imagination. I think you're probably a very special journalist if you get a seat here at the front. BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, dare I say it, Fox News. What strikes me straight away is obviously not just the exquisite craftsmanship, but the light colours which in such a warm climate just give you such a cool feel and make you feel so comfortable. And obviously artistically you've got typical Arabic patterns from the region, but it also can't help but remind you of the great mosques and palaces of the Silk Road, particularly in countries like Iran and cities such as Samarkand, Bukhara and Khiva in Uzbekistan. This chandelier is just ridiculous. This is the main hall, and I have to say I'm lost for words. Crazy, crazy, crazy! And look at that for a dome. This is built to impress and inspire awe amongst visiting dignitaries. As I sweep the camera around, I think it achieves its objective wonderfully well. What this little cube is. Reflects the light beautifully. Maintaining the impact of the Great Hall whilst ensuring that its size doesn't overwhelm visitors was a significant challenge, and that's why there are actually 3 distinct wall heights, and the domes are also built in the hall's 4 corners. This brings balance to the space, and designing the domes required really advanced architectural skill, and they are an expression of artistic and architectural expertise without question. I've run out of superlatives. Clearly this great hall is the architectural heart of the palace and centerpiece as well. Throughout the ages, various distinctive and influential design styles have been associated with important historical figures, and at this palace the Khalifa style has been born, inspired by the vision of the late Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. It's a unique blend of Arab art influences, and I have to say it's inspired, it's just stunning, and it now stands recognised as a design style all of its own. The symmetry of the Great Hall, crowned by a large dome, also gives such a sense of balance, harmony, and that is supposed to symbolise for us, as the authorities would like it at least, the stability of the United Arab Emirates. And don't forget to look down and look at the floor when you visit these palaces. These floors are works of art in their own right. Can anybody guess what this room is used for? It's enormous, isn't it? And beautifully lit both naturally and by these two chandeliers. Well, I'll tell you, this is the presidential banquet hall, and obviously this is an opportunity to extend not only hospitality to representatives of allied nations and other visitors, but really it is also, I think, built to get a reaction of amazement. But Emiratis and this part of the world in general, serving food, showing hospitality, reflecting guest culture, all of those elements is truly very important. And this hall can actually hold up to 300 people. This is where heads of state and other important foreign dignitaries are received. This is my favourite dome in the whole building. Look at the artwork, the gold, light blue. I think there's mother of pearl there, all interfacing and interlining with a stunning chandelier. And then here, all the books, all of the knowledge ready to be shared with future generations, both in analogue book form and in digital form. So reminiscent of some of the great Islamic art and architecture in the world, for example, in India. And also mirrors used to make the impact even greater. You can't really get a more spectacular backdrop than this presidential palace in UAE, so this is the place to end our film. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it spectacular. If so, please subscribe, like this film, and don't forget to ding that bell for notifications. And of course, shukran. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again very soon with Philip Saunders on Travel in the Know.